Thanks to all our active patrons who have contributed a lifetime of $100 or more to reach Garuk Dong level status.
Here is the list of those special patrons in order of contributions.
If you would like to support our show, check out the Commander Smiths at patreon.com. Welcome to the Commander Smiths.
We are the Commander Smiths.
I'm Adam Smith.
I'm Lowery Smith.
Don't worry.
We're cousins.
I was like, shit, did it just freeze? Like, what just happened? This is episode 244, and last week was a fun, nice Secret Lair episode, and I guess we're doing it again this week.
Doing it again. Did we do the extra life one last week? I don't think so.
No, we didn't talk about that one. We can maybe...
Do we want to?
Yeah, we can fling that one in here, too, because that one is going to be going in 10 days. I mean, we could, honestly, we could just have that one go next week, and then we just have 3 weeks in a row. I'm just kidding. Just Secret Lair, Secret Lair, Secret Lair.
It's a good way to keep away hockey.
Yeah. Okay, so we have the Secret Lair again, but it's the 30th anniversary countdown kit. So it's not the same one. We have 30 cards that we were going to be talking about, and it would be funny because last week's YouTube was the best YouTube that we have so far, by far, for a podcast. Yep.
And we're just doing it again this week. Remember what we're doing.
Remember when we did that with the podcast itself for the audio version? When we did the best example is when we did the underrated cards, and it was like our best fucking download of the for a week. And we're like, well, let's bring it back because we have more of them. Let's get more of them. And then it went. Just fucking crash.
Yeah. Yep. No, none of you. You're not predictable at all. We don't know what you want.
Just tell me what you want.
What you really, really want.
What you really, really, really want.
No, God, that's Spice Girls.
That's what I was doing. I know.
What I really, really want.
I'll tell you what I want. What I really, really want.
No, yeah, I mean,
I wanna. Did you want me to do a
spice into it?
Did you want me to do a wanna? I wanna zigga say. Okay.
Joke's dead now.
Couple things. We have some paybacks to do here because Mr. Josh D, I think we said it was Josh, right?
We still owe you $25, Josh, and hockey we owe you $5. So wondering
compromise,
right?
We don't have Malort. Did I freeze? Did you freeze, Larry?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm just holding it. That's fine. I'm reading. This is how
that's your reading face. All right. There's a lot of chat going on. It's hard to.
Yeah.
They're talking about football and with the Niners, and now we're doing some Spice Girl. Okay. So
basically,
we don't have Malort. We don't have it. Well, Larry has it, but I don't.
There's
have
$30 total. Would you guys be cool if we combine those last $5 as a combined shot? So we just have 3 shots today
instead of the beans, and that's
right.
Up to you, Josh and Ibukaki. Except I don't know if Ibukaki's on here because they were both the $5.
Yeah.
So if Ibukaki's not on, Josh, you can kind of make the call. But we do have 2 shots that we have to give at least this week, and then next week we'll have the Malort, and we can start up again with the fun Malort stuff, which. I don't think it's necessarily fun, but let's do it.
Thanks for joining VWS. Who's the VWS?
VW Scott VW. I think it's just Scott. So I think the VW is just the kind of the beginning and the end.
Like the Alpha and Omega.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, VW. That's all I can see. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to remember the Scott part. I'm sorry.
All right. Should we get one of these out of the way? Just get the podcast going, get our ears nice and warm.
Well, you did tell me that Stump the Smith Savant is going to be extra tough. So let's get a thinking cap going.
Oh, I do have to give a little bit of a shout out here. Black Horizon messaged me, and he was like, hey, I'm pretty new with the Patreon stuff, but you guys keep giving me shout outs for the jelly beans. And I didn't pay any extra for the jelly beans. So what had happened, and it's just the system, if we get, it just depends on when Patreon charges or something like that. It can do it while we're live. And so I think what happened is Black Horizons membership charged, and so it made it look like he was doing a bean. And I've seen that happen before when I've been live or getting ready to go live, where it's just their membership is renewing at that time. So that's a side note. If you guys are making us drink something or take something, write a little note saying eat beans or take shots so that I know it's not a membership thing that's going off.
All right. Well, it looks like we took 5 extra beans.
Yeah.
Looks like Josh is in on the shot, and you know what? I didn't grab my rum. I'll be right back.
You're leaving me by myself.
Do you like the tags or something? We can do that.
No,
I'll
do the repay the debts really quick.
Wiener.
A Smith
always pays his debts.
Wiener next to another wiener.
Wiener party. All right, so I'm still by myself here. So Lowry's back. I'm doing my Goldschlager here, so I got my little goldies in that. I think by the time I finished my 3
stalled.
Well, I just played the wiener bit, and I didn't really have to talk. I didn't have to do much talking.
All right. All right.
So. And speaking of other things I'm drinking, I was in Wisconsin Dells for MEA, which is a Minnesota Education
Association
Advisory or something like that. So my boys had all off this last week, so we went to Wisconsin Dells. Whenever I'm in Wisconsin, I do get New Glarus, and I got Spotted Cow. For those that live in Wisconsin or been to Wisconsin, it's a very good beer.
Nice.
And I've had it on the cast before, so that is what I am drinking tonight.
I am drinking Central Waters Brewing Company Raspberry Kringle Stout. It's a Brewer's Reserve stout aged by bourbon barrels with raspberry and natural flavors. This one I got from Hockey when I went and visited him for a bit. 12% alcohol. And it's tasty. I don't know why he gave it to me. 12%. He was giving me like bad beer. I thought this one, it tastes pretty good.
Yeah, I like the Spotted Cow. No, Josh, I don't think Ibukaki will want me to eat 5 beans. It's me and Lowery together with this. We can't single me out. I don't want to do beans.
All right. I'll text Hockey.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thanks, Josh. This one's full.
Goldschlager. It brings me back to my college days of getting the night started was Goldschlager or Rumpelminz. And that would really give me a
dude. Goldschlager, Rumpelminz were the worst. Basically, because I passed out standing up and cracked my head open.
That's Scooby Doo. You don't forget that part.
I do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was drugged that night, but
it might have been the Rumpelminz. It might have been the Rumpelminz. Have you had Rumpelminz since that night?
No.
Yeah.
No. I couldn't see straight for like 4 days. I was super concussed.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was just when we were regular Scooby-Doo in the gang. And then when we did that, I was just talking about this with my neighbor this week. Then we did that zombie pub crawl with Shay and everybody, your buddy Shay. Yeah. And then Cindy and I think you joined in on it. We just went zombie Scooby-Doo in the gang. Maybe you didn't do Scooby, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Cindy and I did Daphne and Fred.
I think I did Scooby. I'm really lazy. I'm pretty sure I did.
Well, that's what we did.
Like 3-4
times. It was
times.
our costume we saved from the year before, 2 years before.
That's when you knew you were getting old, when you're like, I'm just going to redo that costume.
We just put blood on it, and then we got a severed foot and pretended like we ate Shaggy, I think is what it was. And they're like, we ate Shaggy. We're zombies. Cool story, Hansel. Yeah, I do have it.
Cool story, Hansel.
There we go. Okay, so anything else? What happened with you this week? Anything fun? Anything exciting? You got Malort. I went to Wisconsin Dells. I don't really have anything more. Oh, what? No, I already said all that.
I'm sure there was something.
Cool story, bro.
What? Yeah.
Are we gonna start our tags like the earliest we've ever started our tags, dude? You're gonna have trouble with it. I'm looking at this Savant, and you are gonna have trouble. All right, so we're just gonna get right into the tags here. Motherfuck. The Black Horizon, he said, this time served. This is not my subscription, he just wrote.
All right. That's fair. Okay, so we're gonna take $5 off that, and we owe him a Malort next week.
Oh, there we go. And then we can do the beans mixed in. See, we're mixing and matching stuff. We can do Ibukaki's beans. That sentence should just be broken up by itself. We'll do Ibukaki's beans, Josh's shot mixed with $5 from Black Horizons. So Black Horizon's getting a shot with that this week. And then next week, Black Horizon will be the starter of our Malort shots. And we will just have 1-0. We'll be good. So let's have that bean right now because we have 5 beans to get rid of here. At this
So
point,
what are we doing? We're doing beans?
get one bean out of the way because we have to get rid of it. I got one. Get it. Because we're not going to finish 5 of them. We're going to probably get to 3, and then we're going to have to remember to do 2 more next week. This one for me is either going to be Barf or Peach. Yeah, it's going to be Barf or Peach, I think.
Hockey joined, and he said he just wants Adam to suffer whatever that takes.
That's just having you exist. Cheers.
Yeah. All right. I got a
first
I got a
Ibuprofen
dinosaur
bean. All right.
Ibuprofen bean.
Barf.
This one.
It's not Peach. That's
This
Barf.
one's dead fish.
Oh, I remember though when the Barf really tasted like Barf. This is like has a hint of Barf, but it's still not good. It's not like I'm going to eat a bunch of these beans. Oh man. Oh yeah, the aftertaste is where it gets it. Oh, you remember when we used to take hot beans and we'd suffer for like minutes? Okay. Let's get into tags. So we still okay, let's make sure we got this straight. Motherfuck.
God damn it.
Next week is 3 Malorts. Put them down, Lowery. He said, thanks, Josh D. Let's make it 3 total Malorts for next week. All right. We are, God damn it. I don't want to get back into Malorts. We were owing Malorts for like 2 months straight. It was ridiculous. All right. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I just love that you get us fucking wasted. Okay, side note, I was watching, this is also a video you guys can watch. I opened my Infinity box last week after the cast. I was rewatching the ending of it because I wasn't sure. I was trying to see the breakdown of how many Galaxy Foil Basics and regular Foil Basics I got. And when I was watching, I was like, damn, I was pretty hammered because I don't remember saying all that stuff. Because it was an hour after the podcast and I had continued to drink while I was doing the box.
Yeah.
Once you start, you can't stop. So I was pretty hammered by the end of that.
Brad.
I was like, all right. So, okay.
Josh is complaining for us. They give us money, we get drunk, and we complain. That's what we do. That's what we do best. We try and stay positive about Magic. I think there's a lot of negative Nellies out there, but we're positive about Magic, negative about the booze you guys force us to have.
Negative, but love it. It makes me go to bed easy. I'll tell you that. I crash after this episode because I'm just like, oh, I'm fucking hammered. Or maybe I go eat some junk food. I'm like, what's left over in my fridge?
Yep.
How about I mix this, and that? I do the Lowery special. Lowery adding 5 different things to make one meal. It's
my wife wonders why I bought a big stack of tortillas from Sam's Club, and I know why. I'm just not going to tell her.
That's just for podcast night.
Cheese, meat, a little bit of salsa on there. Pop that in the microwave for 45 seconds, 2 of them, and then eat 1.5, maybe 2.
Holy
maybe
crap.
4.
Josh has been drinking since 4:30. Wait, it's your East Coast time too. So that would be 3:30 our time. Holy balls,
Yes.
man. You've been going for 6 hours. Oh, okay. All right. You guys can become patrons by donating $1 or more. That gets you into the Discord, gets you chatting with us, gets you chatting with everybody a part of the Discord. $5 or more gets you proxies each month if you so choose. The higher you move on those tiers, you could get foils along with your proxies. Just a little thing that's not foreshadowing, but a little spoiler. I think I've mentioned it already before, but this month's proxies, which I'm still working on, I still have, I think, 4 or 5 left to design, is the Battle Bond lands in the Dominaria stained glass basic land, mixing those 2 together and it is taking me a long time to do them because I'm making it so they blend together nicely. But those are going to turn out fantastic. So that'll be the first time we've had the Battle Bond lands a part of the proxies. So that all you have to do is become a patron and you can start picking proxies each month. You also can play Discord games. We're going to start that up again here. So that's just $1, gets you into the Discord. Another way you can support the show is by, like everybody here, right, donating while we're doing this live. Join in on the YouTube stuff, either buying shots, buying jelly beans. We don't only just do it on the podcast. You can do the hot beans come into factor when we're playing games and all that stuff, or when we're opening boxes and everything. So there's plenty of ways to support the show. If you don't want to become a patron, you can support the show by joining us live. The free way to support the show as well is to just subscribe on YouTube. We're getting there, guys. We just gained like 15 subs just this week, 15, 20 subs this week. So we're approaching 1,000. We already surpassed the benchmark of 4,000 hours that we needed to have. We just passed
in like
that
a month.
No, we just needed 4,000 hours of watch time, I think. I don't know what the time scale. We surpassed that, and it's continuing to go. Like, that's
all right.
Remember how we talked about that earlier, that the watch time hours and the subs were kind of, they have like a odometer thing.
I thought that was like per month or something.
No, it's total.
I don't pay
so
attention
they were staying together, like they were even. But then over the last probably I'd say 3 or 4 months, the watch hours started going crazy, and I think it's just more people are watching the podcast more and watching our live stuff. So now the only goal we have is to get that 1,000 subscribers. So if you're listening right now and you are not subscribed on YouTube, jump on YouTube, subscribe. We're almost there. Once we get to 1,000, there will be a big prize. We have to figure it out. And I don't even know how we do the giveaway part. That's the part we have to figure out. But once we get there, there'll be a big prize. There's a bunch of stuff on YouTube. So not only when you subscribe, you're just helping us out, but you also get to watch the podcast. You also get to watch Curated MTG, which is twice a week. And what was Curated MTG's today? And I just remembered I didn't do the thumbnail and all that stuff for you yet, Lowery. My bad.
Oh, that's all right. No, it's fine. Today I did Masako the Humorless, which is a legend, which I rarely do, but it's a white 2 colorless flash, and then it's creatures that are tapped can also block. So it's kind of like a pseudo vigilance, but you get to like flashing it in can really screw with people's blocking. It's a really cool card. I suggest you check out the Curated and then see if you can get it fairly cheap. I want to say it's under like $2.
Oh, nice. So yeah, the biggest thing with the Curated MTGs and anytime we have the shorts is just to watch those things all the way through, give them a like, and you guys can make those suckers go viral. Yeah, all of them less than a minute. Sometimes they're even less than that. So yeah, just check those out. That is twice a week, normally Mondays and Fridays. We also had a Spotlight series. We talked about last week. Laurie did the 40K. What did we call that one? It was the deck harvesting. But then you also did a Spotlight deck on Friday, I believe, or was it Thursday?
Thursday. I did Jedit Ojanen the Mercenary. So the blue-white with the green in its cost, and it's legendary tribal.
Team
and it's
Forest Walk.
# Team Forest Walk.
Fuck.
#
Team Forest Walk.
And it's I finished it up today, just sleeved it, and as Adam was talking to me, I was kind of goldfishing, and I was pretty happy with it so far.
You turning everybody's lands into forest so you can actually utilize that Forest Walk, or are you just hanging out with your
Yavimaya is way better than Urza Saga.
No, it's not.
That's basically the proof of this deck. And it's going to roll.
The numbers don't lie.
Roll.
I also did a Spotlight deck last night, Sunday night. I did Braids. I started with 190 cards and got down to 148. Lowery helped me with a couple of those cuts as well. So you guys can check that out. That is a part 1. So I will be doing a part 2 at some point next week or this coming week. We also have the Discord games. Like I talked about, we're going to try to do that twice a month. So basically anybody that's interested that is a part of the Discord, you guys can message me if you haven't already, and I'll get you on the list. And then we just kind of organize and do a rotation of people that can play the Discord games and everything. Biggest thing with that is make sure you have spell table. So just an FYI, know how to use spell table. If you don't know how to use it, we can help you figure that out as well. Lots of other videos on there. Is there anything I'm missing on that? We got Curated. We did Spotlight. Oh, we have battle boxes. We have boxes openings. There's always things happening. So the biggest thing is you subscribe to YouTube, you get a big bonus. You got some watching material, not just baiting material. You got watching material. Yep, there you go.
Background.
All right, so then the other way you guys can follow us is on Twitter. That is where we will post everything that we do on YouTube. It is also known as Discord Ultralight. So if you don't want to be a part of the Discord, that is also, you can follow us there, but we don't really chat a lot there. If you chat with us, we will try to answer you, but we don't always. You can direct message us on Twitter, or you can direct message us on our email by emailing us at commandersmiths@gmail.com. And that is where you can send the suggestions for this. It's time for everyone's favorite game show,
Oops, wrong
Stump
one.
the Smith Savant.
Oh, we are doing Staple versus is going to be Bear Umbra versus Sword of Feast and Famine.
Oh, that was a good reminder for you there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. See,
Good thing I
sometimes
did.
it just triggers.
See, and this is why I don't pull the Stump the Smith Savant up beforehand, because I don't want to accidentally click on the wrong one and actually show you what it is. So, if you guys don't know how this game works, I am going to read the flavor text of a card, and Lowery is going to try to guess the card by asking yes or no questions. Every yes, he will hear this.
Hello, boobies.
Every no will hear this.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
He will get up to 5 wrong guesses before he is considered stumped. He will get up to 3 clues. If he can get... God, I always forget how I word this. If you can get everything about the card, but the card name. So you got to get everything, the casting cost, what it is, power toughness, if it's a creature, if it's whatever. I will give him the initials of the card. If he has a bonus clue, if he hasn't used one of his clues up at that point, he will get a bonus clue to the name of it if it's a tough one. The card has to be in at least 5,000 EDH rec decks. Currently, we have Joda, the foil Joda, as our giveaway. Plus, we did not decide what are we giving away as the second, because this is week number 5, round 14, week 5. What should we give away, Lowery? Do we figure it out? Because it's Cole. We can give him a really bad card if he stumps you, and then if
That's true. Yeah, well, let's come up with that. It'll be like
we'll decide Cole. he's
it could be like
he's not
a
watching
crop
right now
rotation.
anyway, so we're all good. Yeah,
like $2.
I have eliminated the chat from Lowery, so he cannot see what everybody is guessing, but chat can join in and try to guess. Again, Cole is our stumper this week. Here we go. Silent, slithering, sinister. Silent, slithering, sinister.
All right. Silent, slithering, sinister. So this makes me feel like sinister part makes me feel like it's a black card. Slithering could be like snakes or worms. Doubtful for a worm. It really makes me feel like snakes, even though they're represented as like green, blue. I mean, there's some. And silent what could that mean? Like maybe like a death touch, maybe something that's unblockable. It's it feels like it's either like a creature or an instant. Let's go with like maybe the most obvious. Is this does this card have black identity in it?
Wrong, 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 wrong.
I'll take the clue, please.
Wrong gets. Okay, so because this card is very tough, I did things a little differently this time to help, because I don't think you're gonna get this. I don't have faith in you in this one, Lowery. I feel like we are giving cards away. So
Thanks.
I went the other way, and I'm giving you what the card is from, just to kind of get your head in the game. I'm giving you the third clue first. So,
Okay.
this card is in 5,800 EDH rec decks.
Very low. All right.
It is from the D&D Adventures in the Forgotten Realms set. This is why I'm like, you're not going to get this.
Yeah.
And is most seen in Sephris of the Hidden Ways. Do you know which one that is?
No. Oh, Oh,
I
this
will.
is
I will
going
give
to be
you,
rough.
hang on a second. I will give you the colors because that is the point of that clue. If you knew what the card did, it would really help you in this. Come on, pull up. I'm not pulling here.
Cephris the what?
Cephris. So it's Sefris. That's why I spelled it wrong. Of the hidden ways. So it is white, blue, black. So it's most seen in Cephris decks. And that is also from a D&D Forgotten Realms.
Okay, I think.
And I'm looking, no one in the chat has it yet.
Now that's okay. I think I know what the Cephris deck is now. Oh my goodness.
Josh D wrote, that set was hot garbage. He said this was a dirty one. Yeah, that's why I'm giving the clues a little differently, because he needs the help with this, because Lowery was hating on this set, so he almost put blinders on for this whole set.
I kind of did.
Yeah, I don't even think give you everything about the card, and I don't think you'll still get this. That's where I think we're at.
This is okay. So it's not black, but it's in a black, white, blue deck. It is. So I think that deck. I want to say that deck deals with like creatures dying and like going through the thing.
Going through the thing.
Yeah, it's not the Undercity or the Undercarriage. It's the other one. The one I don't like.
The dungeons.
Dungeons. Thank you. Yep. Yep. That's why.
Dungeons and Dragons.
You're struggling.
I could give you everything about this, and you still will not get this card. That's why I was like, do I like start giving him like rhymes with instead of actually giving him clues?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe this. I didn't think it was going to be this bad, but this might be pretty bad.
I almost want to take a shot while you're doing this.
Okay, where is this? Is this card a creature card?
Hello, boobies.
There,
Okay,
you got
so
one.
We know
right.
it's a creature. It's not black. Silent, slithering,
sinister.
sinister. That still really makes me feel like it's black.
None of these guys, no one in the chat has it either. So, and Josh said he'll take a shot with me. Josh, while I'm sitting here doing that, I'll take one right now. This is mine.
I will too.
Okay.
Let's do it.
While you're thinking.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
No one still, yeah, I'm looking. No one has even there's been some guesses, but no one is. There's guesses, but those aren't right. So I'm not. When you get it right, I will let you know. So if I don't say anything, I'm watching the chat. This is the most I watch the chat is during this time. During the other times, I don't see it as much. Cheers.
Cheers,
Josh.
Thanks, Josh. More than likely it's blue then. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Is it a blue card?
Hello, boobies.
All right, two in a row.
I might not actually. I think I have. I think I have it in my head actually. Okay.
If you can get to having a clue left, I might be able to help you with what it is, but
In its text box, does it say unblockable anywhere?
Wrong, 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 wrong.
Did I ask that question wrong? Is the next thing.
yes.
I think I have a decent idea of what it is. Is the casting cost blue to colorless?
Wrong, wrong,
Oh,
wrong,
fuck.
wrong.
That's 3 wrong. All right, let's take a second clue.
The art features a sneaky snake-like figure with a dagger reaching for something off frame. We don't know what it is. It's just reaching for something that you can't see. No one else has gotten it. So this might be the first week that everybody loses this one.
I am pretty sure I might have been wrong on the CMC. It might have been blue colorless. I feel like it's 2-1. I feel like it's probably a Naga. Is it a Naga?
Is that your question?
No, I don't. I'm afraid now.
Not gonna work here anymore.
Not gonna work here anymore. Golly. It has like a flat head. Is it a legend?
Wrong, wrong, wrong,
Oh
wrong.
shit. Is that 4 wrong?
Yes, it is. I don't think you're getting this one.
I don't. I'll take a third clue.
The text
I'm
features. Well, wait, hang a second. Yes, Black Horizon. You're on the right track. You just need one more word there. The text features evasiveness when alone, and a bonus when it hits a player for damage.
God damn it. No, I am right, but I'm so off.
Yeah,
I am so
you're right,
off.
but you're off.
Yeah. I know the card, I just don't know the name. But I don't really know any of it. Holy shit. And I'm pretty sure I don't know. I wouldn't know the name even if I got everything.
Demonic Mango, which is Quinn got it. Yep, we got it.
Damn
With
it,
the help
God
of
damn
Black
it.
Horizon.
This is gonna be fast. Holy crap. It must be blue colorless.
You can get the initials if you can get the other stuff.
I don't. Is it blue colorless?
Hello, boobies.
Is it a 2-1?
Hello, boobies.
If it attacks alone?
Hello, boobies.
Let me read the text again.
You get to draw a card if it deals damage.
The text features evasiveness when alone and a bonus when it hits a player for damage.
Yeah, you get to draw a card when it deals combat damage.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
Really? That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Cole wins whatever other card we decide to give him.
God damn it.
But it can't be blocked as long as it's attacking alone. So it didn't have unblockable. You said it doesn't have unblockable in it. It doesn't necessarily.
That's misleading.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
It gains unblockable technically.
Yeah. But you specifically said, does it say unblockable? And so that's why I said no. And then it says, when it deals combat damage to a player, venture into the dungeon, which is why the other dungeon commander is supposed to help with that, which you kind of figured out. You figured out it was the dungeon thing. If I were to give you the initials UTM, would that help?
No.
Would the bonus clue of the first word sounding like yo auntie help?
No, I don't think so.
Yuan-T. It's Yuan, YUAN -TI. So I was like, oh, yo auntie.
It has a name, but it's not legend.
Yeah, hang on, let me show you. And here is the card. Boom. Yoanti Malison, which is also also known as is also a curse or ban, is what Malison stands for. So.
UTI, urinary tract infection. That's what that means.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, I once I got the picture.
You got the picture right. You said
so
flat
far
head
off.
there. Yeah, you were right with the flat head and all that stuff. Like, you had what the card, like the idea of it, but I knew even if you knew all that, you weren't gonna get this.
No, I would not. I was not. Nice job, Cole. Good
Yeah.
job finding something.
Yeah.
It was.
Hey.
It is a snake. I'm glad I didn't say Naga.
Yeah. Note to everybody else: if you want to stump Lowery, go to Dungeons and Dragons and look for the flavor text of cards that are 5,000, just over 5,000, because then he for
Just over
sure
5,000.
will never.
Actually,
see
I
it.
considered this for a deck that I never built, but
That's where the only thing I was thinking you could get it is if you had something you were putting this in, but it wasn't one that you were like filing through your cards and be like, oh, this is a cool. Oh, look at the flavor text. Cool, whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Oof. Ooh,
All right,
nice job,
so
Cole.
we are going to move to round number 15 next week. We'll figure out the prize for that. Cole will figure out your prize for the second card, but you at least got the Joda, the foil Joda there. Yeah. So, Eddie, you guys can also send your suggestions in $5,000, 5,000 decks or more. I think the second shot has already hit me. And then if you lose, you get your stuff over there. But Cole did not lose, so we are giving you.
He got our stuff over there.
A card. All right,
Man.
so let's.
Man, that was tough.
Yeah, I know. I tried
You
to
win.
make it. I tried
Should
to
we
make
do a
it.
bean?
Yeah, let's do a bean. Yeah, let's go down to that. Repay the debts.
Wiener, 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 wiener.
A Smith
Always pays his
debts.
I didn't hear that.
Oh yeah, I muted you
That's
on
all
that
right.
one.
I
Okay,
need to.
what do we got here? And this is an Ibukaki one again. Dang it, get out of there. I don't even know. I think this one could be dirty dishwater or birthday cake.
Not doing 3 beans at once. That's guaranteed gross.
Yeah.
I'd much rather.
Do it.
All right. This one's either dead fish or barf. I don't know.
Well, that's both
Cheers.
bad.
Yeah, no. That's listen, welcome to my life. Yeah, that's not good.
Yep.
Oh, that's actually dead fish. That is legit dead fish.
How do we get all
This
the
is-
bad ones?
This is an awful night. This
this
is
is-
just
This is dirty dishwater. Yeah, I can taste like bubbles.
this is
Bubbles.
gross. This is
Ugh.
yeah,
All right.
this is gross.
Beer.
This is like going up to like one of those dead fish on the side of a lake and just huffing it.
Except you're just tasting it.
Yeah. But I mean, there's so much there's like a cloud of it's like
Josh
it's
is
like
asking, how do you
it's like
define
eating
dead
the
fish?
fish food at an aquarium. That's
That's what yours.
that's kind of I don't know. It's not good.
Yeah, mine was basically just huffing the bubbles off of your dishwater. You don't have like the dirtiness.
That
It's
was
just-
legitimate what they're going for with that dead fish. It's not awful because I don't like fish, but it's somewhere in between. It's bad. It's not enjoyable.
All right, let's get out of here. Oh, this was the commander, by the way, that I was talking about. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we have a little button to hit.
Secret lair breakpoint. It's a secret.
Surprise, surprise. We have another secret layer. Actually, we knew this one was coming. We just didn't know when they were actually going to start spoiling this bad boy. I'm glad they gave us a little bit of leeway because for those of you that were wanting to get on the Beetle and Grimm one, that one only lasted about 2 hours officially for the secret layer time on a limited supply. They haven't done the limited supply ones very often. We're getting
But
that.
this is a limited supply.
This is a limited supply. It will be. It says release date November 7th, which. Oh, I'm getting this. So it's going to be available in 7 days and 13 hours from when we're doing this live. I think with this
shipping it a week later.
they're shipping it a week later because they want it to be in time because what it's supposed to be is the advent calendar kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so they want people to get it before Christmas and all that fun stuff. Before December 1st. So you can do the whole calendar, except that
It's
doesn't
the
make
Advent
sense
calendar version of it.
because you got 30 of them. So it doesn't go up to Christmas. It goes up to the new year. Oh, I guess that works. The new year. Get it? All right. So
It's not only about Christmas.
Christmas. Okay, so we're gonna go through all this and kind of do what we do with the secret layer stuff and help you guys decide. The break point is gonna be easy on this, so I don't really need to emphasize that. I kind of got hounded this week for the break point. I said break point
You're
too
fine.
much.
That's the whole point.
It's just
That's the whole point of the break point.
It's like, what the fuck? This is the break point. How do you not? Whatever. Okay. So, Lowery, what are we dealing with right here? What do we got? We got a 30th anniversary thing. What are we doing?
So this is, it's coming. All right. So right now on the screen, at least for me, they are coming in like it's one card per year where it was printed, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of have packs. So you click on the pack. The first one, 1993.
Whoa, wait, really quick. Let's. It's $150.
Good point.
150 bucks. There is a 30% chance of getting a foil. You cannot choose foils and non-foils in this one. It's so yeah, 30% chance that every one that you open is going to be foil. We don't know there is a limited quantity. There is either I think it's only up for 4 days, or if it sells out, which most likely this is going to sell out. We don't know what that quantity is, and we don't know if there's a cap on how many people can buy them as well. So that is what we know. I think there's one other thing. I thought I heard this somewhere, and I don't remember if it was Fast Finance might have mentioned it, or I think I just heard it that a lot of these artists are ones that have done Secret Lairs already, I think.
Yeah. You can see that in the art styles.
Yeah, and Ted brought that up on the Discord, and then it triggered in my head. I was like, oh yeah, I remember hearing that a lot of these artists are the same ones that have already done Secret Lairs. So $150. You don't get to pick foils or non-foils. All right, now take over. Go for it I'll scroll down for the.
I don't want to anymore.
You don't want to?
All right. So basically it is one per pack.
That's
or
not
one
showing
per 30.
Hang on.
One show. You're not seeing it?
No, you're just not going to be able. I got to shrink this up so we can.
Yeah, you got to shrink it up. I go off of a different thing because I can't read your shit.
Okay, but I just want it visually for everybody
it's not
else.
Your shit. I mean, it's proper. Yeah.
Give me.
You gonna reveal?
Give me just a second.
What's going on?
Give me a second. I'm trying to shrink it. Trying to shrink it. Simmer down now. All right.
Hashtag Team Forest Walk.
Shut up. You're gonna get me yelling. God damn it. Stop it with the Team Forest Walk shit. I'm so sick of it. All right. Okay. So 1993. Go ahead.
93 is going to be Shivan Dragon. This is iconic for many reasons. They've reprinted a ton. This art looks like the guy who did the stained glass from the original Super Drop, the Dragon.
Yep.
And the Splinter or
Splinter.
Sliver.
Master Splinter. Should we do our third shot, Lowery?
It looks dope. I don't know if we want to do that now or later.
Wait, let me
so I dig it. I dig it. That's it's iconic for what's going on.
There we go. Now I can get it up and going.
Sweet.
That's what I said.
All right.
It's
I see that.
Can you see it?
So it looks awesome. If you use Shivan Dragon, this is like a great token for your dude of the one-eyed from New Horizons. What's his name?
New Horizons. What?
No, New Horizons dude. That was like 5 color, and then
the commander.
You can make the tokens. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say.
No, you're not gonna play Shivan Dragon.
I'll go through the prices as we do it. So we'll do it a little differently than we do instead of at the end.
That's a good point.
Okay. So Shivan Dragon. Okay, for all of these, I think the bottom prices for all these, especially because it is limited supply. They are all like unique art for whatever whatever the card is. I think our bottom price for foils and non-foils are going to be 5. So 5 is the lowest, I think, for every one of these cards.
Okay.
There might be some that get a little bit lower on TCG, but eBay, you're not going to see any less than 5. In this case, I think Shivan Dragon is going to be a $5 non-foil and a $10 to $15 foil. Just because it's an iconic card, I think getting it in foil in this full art form is nice. It isn't a card that is used in Commander anymore. It's just not a good dragon anymore. It used to be,
right.
Fucking awesome.
The bomb.
But now It's not. So that's where we are with that one. All right, so let's move on to 1994. Let's open that pack.
All right. Open it up. You can click on it. Yeah. Mishra's Factory. This is a land where it can turn into a creature. Again, this is an old school card. It has some really cool like printing art way back when from Antiquities.
Antiquities. That goes back to our first year.
Bringing
of
back a
doing
lot
this.
of
Yeah,
old
you
bits
are.
right now. And but again, this isn't something that's really played in Commander at this point. It's just like outshone and like
It just caught a reprint in Double Masters 2022.
did it? Okay, yeah, that's right.
But it is in the like digital frame that they did with the which lands? The artifact lands. So it's the same artist, I believe, as that artist. Really quick too, just a little side note. I know it's a little blurry on your guys' screen because I zoomed way in, but if you guys click on these, their number, Ted pointed this out as well, is the year instead of like, this is the
1,
set.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whenever they do a set, you number all the cards. These are numbered by the year that they came out. So this is 1994 on the bottom. So it's kind of a little cool little nod to it. But this is a really cool art to add to those artifact lands and everything like that. Again, I put these both at 5 and 5. So it's not that highly desired. The foil full art Double Masters 2022 is less than $5. I think these will be a little bit more. It could get higher on the foil aspect of it, but right now I just put them at 5 and 5. So, all right, let's move on to 1995. Now, this is one of our big hitters right here.
What is it? Necropotence. This is rocks. It is probably the same art from like the Thraxamundar, like the Rock and Hard guy. Yeah.
Yep.
Rockin', I'm hard rock right now. Rock hard. There we go. Whatever. It was a boner joke.
It was
And it
was a boner
looks
joke.
fantastic. It's definitely up there for why I would buy this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, alone on this card, this is one of the big home run hitters of this full drop, which we knew this one a while, like a couple weeks ago. But this one, your base is $38. The cheapest version of this card, which is the basic version. This is going to be better than that. So your base is 38. You can be higher than 56. I think this is going to be higher than 56, honestly, because this is a fucking fantastic art.
Yeah.
If you get this,
I'm all about this.
If you get this in foil, I think this one's going to be higher than the 56. I bet you.
There's only one. Oh, I guess there's multiple foil versions at this point,
but
it's
in this full
cool.
art, this form, like this, you get this in foil. I'm saying that your bottom is 56. I think your top, especially because you're not able to choose that you want this in foil and it's a luck thing, you're probably looking at 100 plus, to be honest. Like, I think that's where this is going to end up at some point in the near future because of the limited supply and 30% chance of getting this. I think this sucker is going to be way up there. Josh, you said a 78 card in this art. Yeah. It's going to be 70 plus. Yeah, for sure. Ibukagi, let me guess. The answer to this secret layer is you should buy. Well, we just revealed 3 cards, and this card in itself is probably half the value in what you're going to spend on this. So, okay. Let's move on to 1996.
All right. 1996 is Lim Duel's Vault, which is from Alliances, and essentially it's kind of like a bad tutor, but still really quite good. Instant speed, black, blue. You get to look at the top 4 cards and reorder them in any fashion you like. And if you don't like it, you get to put them on the bottom and do the top 4. So if you're looking for a specific card, you can do that. If you're just looking for, the best option that you can get, you can do it. But it's a really good card.
Yep. You have a base of $8 in non-foil and 15 to 20. I was thinking with the foils of this one, and this is a sweet art. I like this one as well. I think it could be maybe that slime one. I'm not going to do guessing of every one of these. That's what it kind of looked like. That slime art that they did, that acidic slime.
Yeah, I know that they got the slime art somewhere else, so I don't know. I don't know whether that guy was.
All right, 1997.
Trade Wind Rider. It is not a very good card for a commander, but it was dominant in standard. A lot of these
can
were
I do a pause
standard
really quick?
Dominant. What?
Limb Duels has no foil printings. That's why I did
Also
15 to 20.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Because it
No
has
foil
only
printings.
one reprint in the commander set.
Yep. So no foil
yeah.
printings, and with this one, there is only Judge foil printing, which is way up there in price because it's
For
an old card.
Tradewind Rider.
Yep.
Okay. All right. All right. It was a standard all-star. I've thought about putting it into some decks. It's not awful if you're going wide or if you have some type of untapped
Right.
strategy.
Or
It
even
looks cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad getting it.
yeah. So this one 5 and non-foil 30 because of it really only has one foil printing, which is a Judge foil, which I wouldn't even consider that necessarily a printing. And that one's really expensive. So $30 for the foils of this one. Again, it would be higher if it was a huge commander card. Like that's what I was also doing as I was checking EDH Rec, and I'm like, this one isn't used that much. All right, this one is used, and so I'm kind of.
They did a really good job of picking out what card was really good that the year that it was printed or whatever.
Yeah.
So they are nostalgic and they are memorable. Like not a single card there other than maybe the last two out of this. I'm like, this makes sense.
Yeah.
So
all right. We move on to 1998. I'm actually pretty excited for this one because I do not have this card and I like this art.
Oh, Smokestack. All right. This one's from Urza's Saga and it is this the sacrificing one?
Beginning your upkeep, you may put a soot counter on it. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player's sacrifice is permanent for each soot counter on it.
Yeah. Yeah. This was brutal as well. Kind of where the term stacks came from, I believe.
Oh, fun fact.
So I'm probably just making shit up, but I'm pretty sure that this was one of the first. They built a deck around it to really grind out a game, and then before you had to sacrifice stuff.
I like this art.
Sacrifice it.
I love this.
It's
art.
cool.
Yeah,
it's very cool.
Can I? Not Magic related. So just a little side note to stuff. Josh was talking about, before the cast started on the chat about the, what is it, Zappy or whatever his name is, for the Patriots football, about him being the new Patriots, whatever. And he's like, I was wrong. Okay. They're getting trounced. Never mind. They're terrible. Sorry. Back to this. I saw the chat. You can delete that from the audio podcast, Lowery. Okay. So Smokestack. This one I don't have. Bottom is 16. The only foil printing is a From the Vault foil printing, and I have it at 20. It could be a little bit higher because there's only the From the Vault, which is not necessarily the greatest foil printing.
They are very bent, warped foils,
and they're they don't feel like foils. Like if you ever get From the Vault, they're thicker cards. All right, we move on to 1999.
Will Smith had a pretty big song here. Squee, Goblin the Bob.
Prince. What? Prince.
Yeah, but Will Smith had one too. Right? Maybe it was the year after.
We're Minnesota, man. You gotta represent.
Hold Prince. Up, we're here. All right. Squee, Goblin the Bob. He looks super happy. He dies all the time.
Yeah.
Again, this isn't necessarily something that I play. It's not a bad thing if you're discarding a ton of cards and then.
Does he have a Pokemon in his hand?
What's that?
Does he have a Pokemon in his hand?
Probably.
Look at that.
He looks really happy, just like Ash.
Yeah, but
what's the problem?
It looks like that's a Pokemon right there.
Nah, I think that's stuff in his art of the past. I just don't fully remember everything. It's probably his baby self right before he dies.
It looks like a Pokemon. It's not like the egg Pokemon.
I don't know Pokemon well enough. I'm sorry.
Come on, Lowery. Come on.
I can't help you here.
$5 and $5. This one just isn't. There isn't any value to this one. Foil, non-foil, same price. All right, let's move on to 2000. We get into 2000s, and I'm
Lynn Civvy. Again, another really dominant standard card. Pretty much unplayable in Commander. You don't have much Rebel support. So if they come back to that, maybe one day, but I'm pretty sure it was a dreadful standard time, and I don't think they plan on redoing it.
This looks like maybe the art from the Secret Lair that did the Dungeons and Dragons one, like the whatever cartoon thing. I don't know. I'm just guessing. All right. Yeah, this one is.
Disagree.
You think it's from a different one? You know what I'm talking about when it had collected company and everything in it? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Anyways, $5. There is an old foil of this one, the only foil, and it's 197. I think it's only going to be 10 because it's not used at all in Commander.
Yeah.
So
this is cheap.
Yeah. So, all right. 2001, when I graduated high school.
Wild Mongrel.
One? Yeah, I got the worst.
Okay.
Terrible.
Way to date us.
Yeah.
I'm a young pup. Don't worry about it. We represent multiple.
Speaking of pup.
Types. Yeah. See that? I
Look
did
at
that on purpose.
No, you didn't.
No. Again, another it's a great discard outlet, and it really did well with Threshold, but it's not really a playable card in Commander.
5 and 5. 5 and 5. All right. 2002.
Genesis just got a reprint out of one of the New Horizons. When I say just, it might be like 3 years ago at this point, but again, this is really slow for Commander nowadays. It used to be an all-star, and I'm indifferent on it. What are you thinking?
Yeah, 5 and 10 is what this one is. There's not a lot of value there, and
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm a big fan of the art necessarily. I like that it's full art,
I can agree.
but it's not my favorite. 2003. Ooh. The other big dog. The other big dog.
Box. Yeah, this one's huge. It is in the fashion of the talismans and signets.
Yeah.
And it
Old
looks
border.
crazy gorgeous.
I don't know.
old
Do you
border.
think that they're going to do, I don't think they would because of the foil sheets and everything, unless this is its sheet by itself.
I don't think it'll be the
what am I trying to say here? Textured? It's not textured. It is
etched foil.
there we go.
There we go. See?
Stupid
We do
booze.
research on this.
Stupid booze.
We know
Speaking of
where we're
booze,
going.
we should at the halfway point take at 2005 we will take our third shot, so we are ready for staple verses. How
But
does
this
that sound?
one is big time. Yay.
Yep.
This one is good.
So Chrome Mox base is 83. Base, the
Really?
cheapest version you can get of this card is 83. If you kind of base it off of the original Double Masters from a year plus ago, is it a year ago? It is a year, no, plus ago, whatever. That was a full art foil, and those were up to like 130, whatever. I put it at about 114. So if you get this in foil, you're damn near paid for your whole box. That and your Necropotence is well over your box there. So, and remember, you're getting every single one of these cards we talk about. This isn't like a pack that you're opening and you might get these cards. You're getting every single one. It's more of, is it foil or is it non-foil is what is happening. So,
Cheers.
2000. Oh shit. Okay. I said,
What are you doing? All right.
I gave us
I mean-
another year. We'll do it now.
Oh, you were saying 2005. Yeah, I think we just do it now.
We'll
since
do
I
it
have the code.
live. Let's
We're doing it live.
do it live. All right. Cheers.
So I think there's some
Last
really
Josh
big
shot.
cards that
Let's do
you
it.
want to do this for. Cheers. Thanks for Josh and Black Horizon. This one is the mixed one. This is the third shot.
That's right. And next week's. Malort. All right. I can put
Next
this-
week is already 3 shots of Malort. That forces us to get together this week somehow. We still have 3 beans left. From
Yeah. I'm gonna take one of those beans right now while we're just doing we're paying our debt. Let's get it out of there. That one is I'm getting the peach or barf ones. I don't know.
Lucky.
I already had a barf, so
All right. How do we? I don't know what this is. I'm not even looking. I'll look later.
that
It's
actually
white.
should be it. Just try to figure it out.
Dirty dishwasher. Yep. Dishwater. That's dirty dishwater. Yep.
Peach.
Yeah.
Peach. The peach is really good.
It is.
I'll have a jar of these. These are really good beans. All right, 2000.
I'm not doing well tonight.
You hit every bad one. 2004, Lowery.
I'll take this one. Glimpse of Nature. This is huge for me. This is one that I've been eyeing up for years.
I don't have it either. I looked at my binder today to see. I was like, do I have that? And I put stars next to ones I didn't have. This is one.
So this is one I got in. Remember those like thicker boxes where it was like $15 for 3 packs worth of cards?
Mm-hmm.
When I was first getting back into Magic, I bought one of these from Kamigawa and got this. I was like, I'll never use this before.
For you.
But it was like $20. That was huge back then. And I was able to trade it for a bunch of stuff when I first started trading. I don't think I would have ever used it since, but it feels like I regret it. So I'd be happy to get this.
Cool story, bro.
Yep. Yeah, I know, right? Thanks. Thanks for pooping on my happiness. I love a thicker box.
Yeah, I just saw it too. Love a thicker box.
Lucky.
It's good when we both read it at the same time and you get us both at the same time.
But Glimpse of Nature, again, was a crazy good card in Standard. Here, Commander-wise, I don't know.
$27 base.
It's $27 base.
Cheapest version, one foil printing, which is at 95. I put this at a 40 plus card. It is not is used in Commander as you would think it could be. You know, like I feel like maybe because it hasn't been printed as much is why the reason why the numbers is down. But this could get up 40 plus if it starts being used a little bit.
Part
more.
of it is like casting, so it was really huge in Elves, where you're able to just like pump out a ton of elves and keep drawing stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas like there's 2 mana, like green white, I think from last year's Innistrad, where it's like whenever you have a creature come into play, which counts tokens and stuff, like that technically would be better
because you could do,
and that's not going to be played.
Right.
So like it's tough.
The art in this is fantastic though. This is like the you can see all these arts
It's
when you
the
see
Kamigawa legends, like Michikoro. No.
Whatever.
Am I frozen? We're frozen. Am I gone?
No, you're good.
God damn it.
You're good. Can you hear me? Oh, now you're frozen. So stream, you're seeing me and you got the Lowery, god damn it. And now Lowery, come back. Lowery, come back. Son of a bitch. Oh, let me check the actual stream thing. Nope, he's still frozen there. And he's still normally he pops back here. So what am I gonna do without Lowery? I don't know what to do. Strike a pose. What are you guys doing, chat? MB, I think that's the first time I've seen you pop up on there. Lowery should be able to jump back on. Okay, so yeah, he did disconnect, so he's gonna have to reconnect and he'll be back here in a second. At this point, to give you guys just kind of a foreshadowing of what the pricing is, everything there, the Glimpse of Nature, the Chrome Mox, the Smokestack, and the Necropotence, just in those 4 cards in the non-foils. So we're looking at 38, 16, 83, and 27. So we got 7, that's 90, 110. Larry's coming back. 126. And you're back. I was just breaking down stuff. 126, 150. So just in those 4 cards, if you got them all in non-foil, is 166. So Larry, what I was saying is the Necropotence, Smokestack, Chrome Mox, and Glimpse of Nature, those 4 cards get you at 166 in value, and that doesn't include all the $5 and the $10 and that doesn't include the foils. So this, you can see where this is going. This is a very good drop. Did you freeze again, Lowery? Damn it. Am I gonna have to do this damn thing by myself? I'm gonna start taking shots if Lowery doesn't come back. I'm just gonna take free shots. Lowery. Okay, let's see if there's anything else I can break down. So we had smokestack. Yeah, so we have coming up. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 cards that are $15 or more. Oh, yeah. I wish Lowery could see that, Scott. That you enjoy Lowery's beer reviews. He is very good at. Just a little fun fact about Lowery. Lowery and his brother Grant. At one point, we're gonna do a brewery where they were doing before breweries got huge in Minnesota and everywhere else. They were gonna do sandwiches and beer, kind of like they are now. Except I think breweries you can't really do food. That's why, at least in Minnesota, all our breweries have like external food trucks that sit outside because I think they have to have a food license if they do whatever. But their whole bit was doing that. They brewed some beer. I think they brewed a couple batches and then they were like, not that it was bad. They were just like, are done. And they didn't continue. And I can see Lowery's about to start connecting here and hopefully it's all working. Blink twice if you're okay. No, we haven't had this where Lowery's disconnected more than once. So this will be the first time if we ever have to stop it. We haven't, knock on wood, we've never had to stop the cast. Normally you have like the errors. Actually, the funny thing is before the cast actually started, my computer did its fun crash thing that it does. And I don't know what the fuck is happening, but everything goes black and then it disappears and then it comes back on. Oh, Lowery's still not coming back. And then Lowery can't see anything at that point. I have to kind of restart things while we're talking. And it did it before we started recording. So I always thought it was because there was too much stuff going on. But I think it's more of a Streamlabs, whatever, my computer thing. I'm not sure what's happening with this because my bars are completely full. Which sucks because this is the background stuff for you guys. Last week's episode, I know we mentioned it earlier, it doubled up any podcast we had on YouTube. And the secret layers tend to do really, really well on YouTube. And they're good. Oh, we got Lowery.
Just keep going. Just keep going. Don't trust in me. I don't know what's going on.
But I was talking about the how our numbers.
Are you still on here? Move on.
I know, but I'm just trying to tap dance while you're gone. I should have just started taking hot beans just for fun.
Just keep on. No.
Okay. All right. We got Lowery back. I tap danced as much as I could.
You don't need to. Just keep moving. We still have what? Multiple cards?
Yeah, we have a lot of cards. 2005, Lowery. What do we got? 2005.
I'll pull it up. I started shutting down Windows. Lightning Helix. Classic standard card. It has one of the biggest plays in tournament history. And it's not very good for us unless you're playing $5
and maybe $10. Foil might be 10.
Maybe.
Might be 10, but that was pushing a little bit. All right, moving on to 2006. I remember when this card was good.
God. I bought this card at $5 a pop and I loved it. It's still one of my favorite cards, but it is not really a commander card.
It's 8 fucking mana.
Yeah.
There's something that it's a 5/5 with flash and does 5 damage, but 8? You should be winning the game. Okay, sorry. It's a $5 and a $10 card. This is a cool art. I really like this art a lot. Yeah. Reminds me of Game of Thrones. Oh, season finale. Dude, you got to watch it. You should just come hang out and do stay overnight. We'll watch Game of Thrones for 11 hours straight just so you can watch it all. Although I will say
before was season 4 of the first Game of Thrones.
Lord of the Rings, I liked better, but that's my personal opinion on it. But I liked them. They were like boom, boom. Anyways, all right, let's move on from Bargarden, Hellkite, Ponder.
Woof. Woof. I love it. I love me some Ponder. Other than this art, but I love me some Ponder.
This is a
What do you
fucking
mean?
crazy cool art. You don't like it?
No, look, do I look like somebody that takes drugs? No. And I don't.
Yes.
It just like the looks aren't deceiving. And I just I've never tripped this hard to like enjoy something like this.
Here's the fun part about this card. We have a secret layer printing of this. And guess where those secret layer values are at? $15 for non-foil and $21 for foils.
Is that the Black and Magic? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
No, that one's way better. Sorry, artist. Sorry,
I dig
artist.
this one.
I'm sure you worked really hard on this.
This fits in with the other ones. It was the other trippy ones with not Ponder. What's the other one that you use?
Preordain.
What?
Preordain.
Yeah. So it's the same artist. I'm thinking.
Yeah. I didn't buy those. I didn't like those either. my tastes haven't changed in 3 years. I got a joke for you.
All right.
What is it called when Tim Tebow has a thought?
Oh God, dang it, Christian Ponder.
Christian Ponder.
That was your joke from a while.
I'm sure it was. It's a good
This
one.
when we had Christian Ponder as a garbage quarterback and Tim Tebow was in the league. People that aren't pretty young there, they are like who and who? Well, they probably know
who.
Tim Tebow. They probably know,
All right.
but Christian Ponder, he was terrible.
That was enjoyable.
Yeah,
that was fairly.
Dude,
I'm
it was.
glad.
I told that joke so many times that I was like, "This is a garbage
I'm
joke."
pretty sure I
love
learned it from you. I
No,
don't know
I'm saying
jokes.
I told it because I think you told me it. It wasn't
I?
from me. I think you're the one
I
that
don't have like interaction with other people, so I assume that I got it from you.
All right, 2008.
2008.
Hey, it's a good one. This one's a
Heritage
good one.
Druid. Another elves card along with glimpse of nature. This card's crazy in an elves deck. Like if you're running elves, you run this.
Yep.
So where is this
10
break
and
point at?
10 and 25.
Is its base?
Base is 10.
Okay. I can see that. I can see this being.
I mean, it's an
easy.
elf.
Yeah.
It's a tribal elf deck. I mean, it's in the commander. You're going to use this one. This one's pretty sweet. This one's probably one of the better arts. Yeah. So 10 and 25. The next one, 2009. This one it sucks. It's been printed
I
so
don't remember
much.
2009. They reprint the shit out of this card.
Yeah, they printed
But
some-
this is gorgeous.
It is.
Great elf, haste, cascade, 3/2. It's playable in decks in Commander. Again, pretty specific to like cascade decks, and I have it in my Rian deck where it's like multicolored creature focused. So it's good there, but not in a lot of other places.
5 and 10. 5 and 10.
Right. Yeah, they reprinted the shit out of it.
Yep. The next one, 2010, is one of your favorites, except it's not one of your favorites anymore.
Oh, Sun Titan? God, he's gorgeous there.
This is a good art, though. Yeah, this is a fantastic art.
Look at that. This is very
Sexy.
Hold
Oh,
on.
too sexy. Oh, too sexy.
there's an anime that I don't watch a lot of animes, but it's a Netflix one. God, somebody in the comments help me. It has the 7 Deadly Sins. That's what it is called. And there's a character that like gets huge in the sun, and the sun's always behind him. That's this right here. It's a cool anime. I enjoy
Larry's
it.
getting huge under the table right there. You just
Quote unquote huge. All right.
huge.
Yeah,
Five.
it's a small dick joke.
Yeah. 5 for non-foils, 10 to 15 for foils, because this is used quite a bit in Commander. You know, this is a really cool art. So I did kind of base a little bit. Sometimes I uptick things up if I felt like the art was maybe swaying better than what we had. And actually, the promos of these were a little bit higher, even though this has been printed a shit ton. The promos are up a little bit higher on the price of this, so 10 to 15. All right, so we move into 2011.
Did I say good stuff? I don't think I did. All right, Birthing Pod, huge card. I think it's very playable in Commander.
One of our big pricers in this one. One of
Is
the
it?
5 big ones in this. Well, yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was much more Eminem version than what you do. Mine was like Ken Kniff style. Oh yeah, it's gross.
So birthing pod, the base of this is $17. We are looking at a $45 plus for
I can see that
foils in this one, and it's a fucking crazy art.
it is crazy art.
It feels like it's like a Rob Zombie type art or something like that. All right, 2012. I like this.
Ooh.
I like this. I like this. Let's not tell
All
what
right.
the card is.
What? It's Death by Shaman.
Let's
Am I
not-
allowed to say that?
I said, let's not tell. No, I'm just kidding. I
Why
like
not?
this art a lot.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. Death
Black
by
and
Shaman
white.
is crazy good in Commander, by the way. Arguably the best one drop in Commander in like ever printed for creatures. Where are we at here? This
10 base, 30 for foil. Base. Everything. This is base. Could go higher because of the art wise.
yeah.
What I'm trying to do is just stay with the base, and so everything is a positive from this point forward.
That's cool. That's sweet.
2013. Oh, here we go. I don't know if you can read it up
Here
there.
we go. Oh, is this that fucking
Elspeth Sons champion in the old border
Planeswalker
weird
style?
planeswalker style that they did with like Karn and what's his nuts and all that stuff. So Elspeth by itself is a $12 base. And
Is it really that much? All right.
And the weird thing is, what we're going to talk about in a little bit after this is it's also in another secret layer that is currently going in 3 days after this secret layer is going.
Wait, what? This is already in a secret layer?
It's about to be in a secret layer 3 days after this secret layer releases. It's in one of the cartoon ones, which we're going to talk about here in a little bit with Nicol Bolas.
All right.
This is in the. So we're going to have
Alright.
two, for the first time, two secret layers of the same fucking
Yeah,
card
that seems
going at
odd.
the same time. But
I love this art, but like, and I remember when the original ones came out of Teferi, Dak, and
that's what I was trying to think of. Dak. Yep.
Yeah,
It
and
was,
then what's the other one?
It was Karn.
Karn. Yeah.
Dak. And yep.
When those three came out, I was like, this is awesome. This is great. And I got them, and I'm like, I do not have the patience to read this text box. Like, it infuriated me. I was like, fuck this shit. So I'm glad that they figured out Planeswalkers and how to not do this shit.
Yeah. But
So
the
is
collector
like a
part of it,
down thing for me. Like,
but the collector part of it, this is the value wise is a lot
agree.
higher. Like those.
I agree.
Yeah.
But it is like holding it makes me want to like crumple it up
Yeah.
and throw it against the wall. Like,
I
who
hear
the
you.
shit? It's rough. It's rough.
So I think I said a 12 and 33 on this for the foils. All right. 2014.
Which
I
doesn't feel that long ago,
Yeah.
but that's 8 years ago.
Yeah. You're old.
Siege Rhino. Huge in standard. Not so much commander. See that seems to be a theme for this right now.
Huge.
Huge. It's a cool card. I don't think I've ever played it, and being 3 colors is what kind of hurts it, in
Yeah.
my opinion. But
It's a 5 and a
if
5.
it was 2 colors, I'd be happy with it.
Yep. It's a 5
Like,
and a
I'd
5.
play it more. 5 and a 5
Yeah.
makes sense to me.
2015.
Dragon Lord Ojutai. That is fantastic card. I don't remember which art in the secret layer it's from,
Yeah, I don't either. But yeah, I mean,
but
I love this art. It's
Yeah.
not that played that. I mean, it is, but
Agreed.
it's a $5 and a $10 card. It's not.
it was the biggest Dragon Lord when
Out
it
of
was
that.
in standard.
Yeah. 2016. This fucking
Realia,
this
Heretic.
kills one of our specs. One of the ones that you
kinda
suggested
does.
to me, and
Yeah.
I was like, I love that spec, and I've been waiting.
It's doubled up since we talked about it, but I don't think
no.
it's gonna. It just means that the ceiling is like
Yeah.
way lower on that card now.
And what is that card? What is this card?
When your opponents.
No, what's the name of the card? Did you even say it? I don't even know.
I did.
Oh, you
Thalia,
did. Okay.
Heretic, something or other.
Cathar.
Thor, because that's a word.
Hmm.
So
Flavor text.
it's a good card. This is very playable in Commander.
For sure.
I've seen it do a lot of work. It almost made my Jetted Ojana deck, but it didn't. But it's a good card. Highly playable.
This one is where are we at? Dragon Lord 5 and 10 again. 5 and 10.
Yeah.
2017. Here goes what I was talking about with the other Elspeth there.
Little walkers.
Yep, the little walker style. So we have.
Is this based off of like the pop?
It seems like it, doesn't
art?
it?
It
I
looks
think
like
so.
it, yeah.
All
right,
but no, I
God
think
Pharaoh,
when we talked about
it's
it
sweet.
before, there is an artist that does a certain thing that we don't know about. That wasn't pop because I think we said it. And I think Nick brought it up. It's like, no, that's blah, 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 blah. And I don't remember. So,
Cool.
but I like it. I mean, it's interesting. So it's Nicobola's God Pharaoh. So,
And that's a great card.
Nicol Bolas is at a $10 to $20 card. So 10 in non-foil,
Whoa.
20 in foil.
So, I can see that.
It's cheaper than 10, but I think this version is going to be at least 10 for non-foil.
Sure. I can agree with that.
2018. This one's usable.
Arclight Phoenix. Again, it's a standard and modern staple. Yep. I don't know how much. I've never really considered it for
not commander stuff, but this is going to be.
But again, this is
for everything pretty much. So
God
I think.
Damn it! There's a sex thing in our comments.
Best adult. Hey, we've made it
for putting the eggplant in there earlier.
He throws me off when I was doing the spotlight yesterday. He threw that and I was like, fuck a sex thing. Oh no, it's Ibukaki.
yeah. No, that's all. That's when you know you made it, when the sex bots are there.
Yeah, that's what Renchai said. We got the sex bots back. Great work, everyone.
Now we can go home. That's it. Dope ass art.
Yeah, good art. Arclight, $10 at the base, $25 for foils. So this is a pretty good value there for foils. 2019. Oh, I like this card a lot.
Yes, Emery, Lurker of the Lock. This is from Throne of Eldraine. I use this in multiple decks currently, and that foil that before this is pretty expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see this foil and not foil being pretty expensive.
Yep. So actually, I based it off of not just going off of the basic version of Emery. This is a unique version. All of these are unique versions. So when you go off of the borderless version of Emery, the base is 15. And then your foils of that borderless foil or foil of Eldraine is 40. So this is quite and I like this art. It's super fucking creepy. Yep. It seems like Lurker of the Lock. Like this is what I would think of more than I like the other art, but this one really feels like what the card is actually, what the title of this card is. Yep. So I dig this one a lot. So these aren't even ones that I starred, and these are like $40+ card, in foils. All right, 2020, right when COVID. Woo, COVID.
Shark Typhoon. God, that art looks awesome.
I like this. It's like Sharknado. Love it.
And this is like the monster version that like
the poster art and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this looks awesome. Where are you thinking this can land?
Base is 19, dude. Shark Typhoon 19.
That's a $19 card right now?
I think for the full art.
For the full art?
Full art.
All right.
And then full art foils are at $45. So this is used in lots of formats. I have not put it in a deck yet. Have you put it in a deck?
I'm still surprised by it. Yeah, I should have put it in a deck, but I didn't go that route.
I just need to play blue, and then I can.
Well, if blue was as good as red, then you would.
They're going to go green with that Team Forest Walk. All right, 2021. What do we got?
All right. Disappointment.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah.
This is what is this called?
Elite
Spellbinder.
Spellbinder.
Binder. Yeah. So this is what they thought that would be good. This is a world championship player. This is Paulo Vitor Dama de Rosa's player card.
Okay.
So you did none of that meant nothing to you either,
Nope.
but he's an amazing player. He's gonna be if he isn't already Magic Hall of Fame. And he's from South America, but the dude is crazy good at Magic. Won the world tournament, and they get to like make their own card. That's what Snapcaster Mage is. That's what Dark Confidant is.
Oh, is that why Snapcaster got brought up in Discord then today?
No, somebody was thinking that this
should've-
looked like that,
yeah.
and I was kind of going like, it'd be sweet if they did a secret layer based off of the World Championship players, like Tygo, like PVDDR, Bob, which is Confidant, and then there's like a Rakdos one, and then there is Demir Infiltrator, there maybe Infiltrator or something. But there's a handful of cards that were designed by like the top pro player of that year, and that'd be a really cool secret layer if they did that. And this would be in there even, but whatever.
Cool story.
This card isn't good for
well,
us.
you know what? Matt Sampson wanted me to play this for this card.
That means tutor, not a bad
I
card.
know, but it fits. It's 5 and 5. This isn't worth shit. All right, our last one, 2022. They could have done a little better with
Another
this.
disappointment.
Yeah, they could have. They should have
Another
done.
disappointment.
They should have done the tree. What's it? The fucking
Baseji?
yeah, fucking A, dude.
Well, of course. Like
Come
take that
on.
down a notch.
That's-
Do the blue one.
Well, but
Blue one would have still been bomb.
right?
And
Any of
not
them actually.
crazy.
Any of them would have been better than Nashi.
Yeah. Nah, she is a disappointment. So
5
here's
and
what
10.
it is.
5
The
and 10.
last two, they're kind of guessing. I'm sure they, they have the excuse of like, we don't know what's going to be good, so we're guessing.
Right. Okay. So let's do the breakdown really quick because we still have one more to hit.
Oh,
and
if
then
you're counting every card at $5 baseline, no matter what, if it's bad or worse, there's 30 of them. That's $150.
correct. So
And then there's just bonuses on top of that.
plus we don't know there's probably going to be a bonus card. They're guaranteed there's going to be a bonus
That's a
card.
good point. Is there going to be a baby Jesus card? I hope there is.
A baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus.
Because it's the Advent calendar.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how that stuff works. We've never had enough money to have Advent calendar.
So the baseline, your baseline of this whole layer, like if you were to get every single one of you are so unlucky that 30% every card was going to be foil and you got every single one of them non-foil, you're looking at $370 for the non-foils. Like that's kind of ridiculous. And the other part of it is this isn't an unlimited supply. This is a limited supply. So those $5 bases that I've been saying is probably low. Like those are probably a lot higher than what I'm saying. Like they might be $5 to $10 or even higher because it's very limited. And the foils, let's jump over to the foils section because that's 30%. That's even higher than what I'm saying here. This is also a base of everything. $684. If you were to get every single one of these cards in foil,
which ain't happening
at the base, $684. This costs $150. Your base is a double up. Your base of getting two of these, your second one is paying for the first one and you're making a profit. So it is a break point of 2. Break points of 2 or 3 are amazing. 2 is
Fairly
fantastic. Good. And this is a break point of 2 easily. This is a break point of 2 or of 1 if you're willing to sell 4 cards. Like that's what it is. If you're willing to sell 4 out of the 30 and keep the 26, what
are the big ones just to remind people, because there are 30 cards there, and in my opinion there's a lot of duds there.
Yes,
but
there is. Okay, so we have 30 cards. We have Necropotence, $38. Smokestack at $16. I'm saying this is the not foils.
Yeah,
okay?
where the money is, and like I'm kind of
Non-foils.
going. I'm gonna go ho hum on if I care about that.
Chrome Mox 83.
Yeah.
Glimpse of Nature 27.
Excited about that personally.
Ponder is actually a 15. I know you're ho hum on the art.
Yeah. I mean, but Ponder's dope.
Yep.
Death by Shaman.
Death Right is down there a little bit. Yeah. Okay.
That's not on your list, but
no.
I'm excited about that too.
Birthing Pod is 17. So I'm doing everything that's kind of 15 or over.
Yeah, I'd be down for that too.
Elspeth is going to be a $12 to $15 one. Elspeth with that
Fuck that
weird thing.
Fuck that wording.
Emery, Lurker of the Lock 15. Shark Typhoon 19. So those are your main ones. So we got 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards that are $15 or more.
So the money seems worth it in a logical stance, but like on a practical point, like when it comes to like, I'm going to buy 1 extra and that's going to pay for the 2. If you don't actually want to play with the cards, then Breakpoint is 1. Like you're going to make your money back fairly easy just buying 1 or 2.
Correct.
You sell them all off or whatever. So like that makes a ton of sense. But there's a handful of cards here that are expensive, worth buying, and you're guaranteed to get, and there's the potential for foil.
Right. And the other point of that is like I have a Chrome Mox. Oh, good for you. I don't even have my button up. There we go.
Oh, good for you.
My button finger is getting tired. Sorry, I haven't pressed anything.
I have
Other
Chrome.
reasons.
I have most of these. I'm missing 1, 2, 3 cards in this. Well, 3 that I care about, in this.
Mhm.
So my Chrome Mox, if I get this
Wait,
Chrome,
what don't you have?
I didn't have Smokestack.
Okay.
Oh, I do have Necropotence. I did star that. Glimpse of Nature.
Yeah.
And then one of those older ones, I think it was Trade Win Right. I don't care about that one. Trade Win.
Okay.
But anyways, or Wild Mongrel, like okay.
You have one, you just don't know it.
it's
in your book.
It's probably a proxy. I've probably taped out. No, I only do that with basic
If you
lands.
don't have one, I'll give you one.
Yeah.
There it is.
But I'll probably sell my Chrome Mox now. And I mean, baseline is $83. So really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is the break point. If you own a lot of these cards, sell the other ones and make some of that money back and then just keep these. Like this. The thing that's going to be interesting is how much they're going to sell. Excuse me. How much they're going to sell, like the supply, and how long it actually goes for. If it only goes for 2 hours, fuck.
That means there's some excitement for this.
Yeah.
I can see it being a little bit more low key. These are like old standard standbys, but there are definitely like Necropotence is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Chrome Mox is huge. Like there are some big players here that could really push this.
Yeah, and those two.
So this starts next week, by the way.
Right. Tuesday.
So
Tuesday. So we are looking at
if you want it.
Let's get the secret layer back up again here. Oh, I have everything zoomed in. Zoom out. Zoom out.
Zoom.
To 100%. Okay. So 30th anniversary. So 7 hours, 7 days, 12 hours. So roughly what would
Tuesday?
that 11 o'clock Central Time on Tuesday. AM is when this sucker is going to be going live.
Okay.
Set your timers. Okay, let's do it really quick. Extra Life, and let's get to our staple verses. We also have Extra Life that is coming out in 10 days, so you got a little extra time, a couple days after that other one goes live.
There's a foil, non-foil version of this, very similar to last year's setup, where a kid that is this is the what is it called? Donation one. Like, so they split money as much as you pay. They're
a little bit more
money
expensive
to an organization of kids dying. So you should pay money for this. and a kid draws it out, and then an artist renders that into a more detailed version. You get 2 versions of it. What are the prices on it? Is it like 50-40?
Yeah, but really quick, what you're to reiterate what you're saying, 50% of the Extra Life purchase will go to Extra Life and the Seattle Children's Hospital Autism Center. So yeah, $50 for the foil,
not dying, but
and $40 for the non-foil. So the non-foil prices are the same as what our normal foils are. And we have 3 cards in this, but 2 versions of each. What is our first one, Lau?
There is Birds of Paradise. So you get 2 Birds of Paradise, which ain't too rough.
Actually, I really like not that I don't like the kid one, but I like the version of the artist of the kids.
Right. The kid rendering versions are like cute as fuck.
Yeah.
So there is that.
I've seen
but
this.
They did a really
so
good
many
job on
times
the
with my
artist
kids.
rendering of it as well.
Yeah, for sure. So we got Birds of Paradise, which is, this will be the 3rd Secret Layer printing, I believe.
Is
Yeah,
it
3rd.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Then there's Lathless, a Dragon Queen, which is solid if you're in Dragon Tribal and stuff like that.
It's not the greatest card there, but yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Sliver Legion, which is all your slivers get +1/+1 for each other sliver that's in play. That's 5 color, Wooburg. Solid slivers or whatever you want to depict them as.
I love the artist's rendition of what the kid drew.
Yeah.
Like, this is pretty fantastic. Okay, really quick. I didn't break down the numbers per se. Did a 500. Thanks, Rich.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's exactly what happened.
Does it have their age? Age 6. No, not a 5-year-old. It is somebody at 6 and a 4-year-old on the other one and a 8-year-old on the Birds of Paradise. That's why that one's so good. So
there was Pethelgriff was the extra card last year. We have no idea what would be the extra card this year, if anything. More than likely there are.
Sliver Legion is what's holding the price up on this. Birds of Paradise it's an awesome card for Commander, but price wise it's not that high.
Lathless that's Dragon Tribal, Sliver Tribal.
Yeah.
If you're into those, then I think these are solid pickups.
It's not like Craterhoof, where Craterhoof was just huge and paid for itself. But I'll probably pick up 1, 2 just to sell one of them. It's not one I'm going deep on, but it's good. So, okay.
Cool.
We had our little malfunction with. I wonder what happened with that. You just disconnected and you're.
I don't know.
Just gone and.
Excuse me, I believe you have my stapler.
Fight!
Staple versus. All right, Lowery. Here's what we had there: Swan Song and an offer you can't refuse. You're on a truth serum. Which one do you actually think should have won?
Swan Song.
You're a liar.
No, that's what I would do. The creature is generally negligible versus ramping them into something that they want. Okay, so that's the thing, is like the question ends up being is what did they get just cast? Is that worse than, or is that better than a 2/2? More than likely.
But you don't care about the artifact? You don't care about that you have artifacts that you can also counter? I don't care about the planeswalkers. I'm being honest. Artifacts are being cast.
Removal on artifacts. You know what I mean? There's running enough artifacts. I think the big thing is like, what are you giving them? And ramping them into what they want to do next seems worse than just giving them a 2/2. Not saying that a 2/2 can't kill you with flying like that. Evasion part is
either one of them shouldn't be that big of a deal. Like, to be honest with you, like in Commander, it shouldn't. Either one, like giving them 2 treasure tokens late in the game, like really, that's when you're probably casting an offer you can't refuse. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. I think my biggest thing with an offer you can't refuse is that this card is only in the. I pointed this out on the Discord to try to get more votes because I knew I was way behind. But they brought it up on Fast Finance as one of their picks because they're like, this card, and it was after we did this. They're like, this card is already in. What did I have it at last week? Let me get back to. I don't want to do card preview anymore. It was in. How many did I have it in? It was. There's our Secret Lair. So it was in 38. No. Whisper Silk.
You said something like 70,000, and then mine was in like 140 or 170.
58,000 decks, and it's not even been out for 6 months. Like that's insane for her fucking card. So I have a feeling that, and I'm not giving things away, but I am giving things away.
You already did.
Yeah,
I had my crown on.
Yeah, you had nice. You put it on. That. We fast forward this a couple years and people are gonna be like, oh yeah, Swan Song, what? Like, yeah, I mean, use it, but this is a better card. Like,
I think, no, I'm pretty sure Swan Song is a better card. They're both next to each other. So like, again, that's a little bit of what Staple Versus does is going like, these cards are fairly similar, but they're doing different things. And I would say that ramping somebody into what they want to do next turn, putting them into mid to late game earlier than they would want is rough, but they're both really good, cheap counter spells that you would, if you're on a budget at this point, like an offer is just better, but also they're not the free counter spells like that. They're like that different notch. They're like, it's not a force of will. It's not a force of negation, but it's really the next best thing that's not 50, 60 bucks. You know what I mean? So they're both in the same range.
So Twitter voted and they voted, it was pretty close. It was 54% for Swan Song. So it was pretty close.
All right.
Discord voted 58% for Swan Song. So they're still, I mean, they're on their trend.
Did I just cut out again?
No, you're there. Can you hear me?
Motherfucker.
It's so funny. We hear you cut out and you can't hear us anymore. So I win. I'm just going to put a... Let's see if I can get my crown for when Lowery comes back. Get my hair messed up so I don't have hat hair. I'm not balding. I got these that it's always been there like that. I swear I'm not balding. All right. So that we'll put the crown on. I didn't win. Just a side note to you guys. But I'm going to take a jelly bean while I'm waiting. Because we owe 2 more. Oh, one of them flew. The other thing is, if we continue to do these fucking 1.5 to 2 hour episodes, I wasn't going to look anymore. I'm going to eat it. That one is not peach. That one is barf. Oh. Yeah, that one is barf. That first one I had that I thought was barf, like this has like acid taste. That's not good. Fuck. If you guys don't know this, I have almost a phobia of puking. So the taste barf is not very good. I will do everything in my power to not puke. So I would rather shit. This is like TMI stuff. I'd rather have diarrhea and all that crap than puke. Like if I had to puke one time, I will have diarrhea for 3 days rather than puke. And tasting barf is not good. This is not good at all. Larry's back. I have my crown too. What happened? I took a jelly bean, by the way.
You took a jelly bean?
Yeah, I did. Okay. So Discord voted 58% for Lowery on his Swan Song, which that's surprising. You know, the biggest winner on this one, YouTube, was a fucking landslide at 71% Lowery, which is why I have this crown on already. 71% voted for Swan Song. You took it off. You won. You won because of YouTube. Well, everybody else.
How dare you?
But
You
YouTube
tricked me.
fucking killed it.
I had a good one, by the way. That was
I
a good
had
one.
a barf, and then I was explaining my phobia against barfing. So okay,
I think that was a strawberry banana smoothie. That's pretty fucking good.
Okay. All right, let's get what is our new staple verses this week?
4 jellies.
You're at 4. We need one
What
more.
is it? All right, so we are doing Bear Umbra, which is 4 mana aura whenever, and it gives a creature like +2/+2, and whenever it attacks, you untap all of your land.
Whoa!
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Woof.
Woohoo!
And then if that creature is destroyed in any which way,
Any which
you
way?
sacrifice the aura, and the creature is like survives and lives.
Like
and
from,
then
from like
sword of-
exile too,
what?
like being targeted for exile.
No, I specifically said destroyed, not exiled. I would agree. It does not.
Okay.
It would still be exiled.
I was just checking.
And then there's Sword of Feast and Famine, which is 3 mana
Oh, so it's less.
artifact,
Less, right?
2 to equip.
But wait, it's less, so it gets out like
And
a
then-
turn ahead of time.
I don't know what you mean.
It's out ahead of
Gives
time.
protection
right?
from green, protection from black.
Okay, so you
+2,
can't even
+2.
you can't even target it if you wanted
Hold on,
to. if
hold
you had
on. I'm
green
just
or-
letting you. I'm just talking. You're
Oh.
like arranging everything.
Making
You're
it look-
doing your thing. I'm
making
doing
it look
mine. Let me
pretty.
do me. Let me do my thing. And then whenever
called
that creature deals
masturbation.
combat damage, not attacking, but combat damage,
It does 2
and
things.
that player would have to discard a card, and you
Oh.
get to untap all the land you control.
Oh, yikers!
And so Renshai doesn't count. Like he's just one vote. That's fine.
He does like every vote counts, including Renshai counts for
Every
more.
vote does count. I agree. That's what America is. And
So yours costs 4, right?
it does cost 4. It's 2 green and a colorless.
And so it's 2 green. Mine just any color. Like that's kind of cool.
Right. So you're in this situation we were talking about, it is in a green X deck, green, whatever you want to be doing. And what you want to be doing is untapping land.
Sure.
In my mind, that's why you would play this.
The-
Do you care? Would you put this in like a
What do you-
discarding deck?
What
Not
is
really?
what is the most powerful color in Commander?
White.
He's such a douche. It is.
Green? Are we saying green?
Well, we can say green. We can say black. Black is actually considered probably the most powerful. It hits all the buttons in all the right places. We all like that. Green for you and I is probably our
Okay.
favorite. So so protection
All
from
right.
black and green. Okay, so most decks out there probably have black or green in them, right? Most of them are dealing with that. When you're playing a Commander game, you're gonna get a
Probably not black.
So
Like green, sure.
the thing
Green
is-
and blue.
The thing is you're attacking with Bear Umbra. Yeah, you get the untap. That's awesome. You get the untap. You don't even have to deal damage. But they can block it and they can kill it, and then you lose your Bear Umbra. So bye-bye, Bear Umbra. Sword of Feast and Famine.
Like, are you
With
just
Sword
playing
of
bad
Feast and
magic?
Famine.
I'm going to attack this into somebody that can kill my creature.
What if everybody
and
can
or
kill your
kill my
creature?
aura.
What if everybody can kill your creature? What do you do?
What do-
What do you do,
Then
Cotton? What do you do?
Maybe you don't have to untap your stuff. Like the
Oh,
thing
so
is
it's
like,
situational.
are you gonna cast 4 mana? It's 4 mana to untap all of your stuff, and all you have to do is attack. And like, if you have any sort of evasion in your deck, you put it on that. Hashtag Team Forest Walk or like flying.
So you need to add. You need to
or
add
indestructible
another.
or regenerate.
You need to add
regenerate.
evasion on that, right? Instead of
Right.
Instead
Right.
of Feast and Famine having
You
the
put it on a
evasion-
good creature.
instead of Feast
You
and
put it
Famine
on a good creature.
having
If you put Sword and Feast and Famine,
having-
it's like
having
doubling
evasion.
up on
It has
on
Team
it.
Forest
Like,
Walk
do you
on
really
it
need to
and
put
Team
Sword of
Swamp
Feast and
Walk.
Famine protection from green
It
on
has
a forest
both.
walked creature? God
Oh,
damn
we
it.
lost Lowery again. Yes, I win. I was wondering if he wasn't hearing me because all of a sudden he was just talking over the fucking. Oh, this is not my side of things. That's the funny part. Oh, Lowery, you sexy beast. All right, so I'm going to do the arguments for stuff, and I will do both sides. Because actually, I wrote down both my arguments for this before Lowery had picked. Lowery picked this week, actually, which one he wanted to use. And so I wrote down my pluses and minuses for each. When Lowery jumps back on, he can do his other stuff too. The positives for Bear Umbra. It can you get the untap your lands on attack. Creature survives board wipes or being destroyed, but it does not necessarily, like, you have to attack somebody. You aren't getting through. So like the protection stuff like Wrench I was talking about, that is the nice thing about Sword of Feast and Famine is you go for somebody that has black or green, you can get through. They can't be targeted. You're not going to get targeted very often with green. Black does have the removal spells. You will not avoid the mass board wipes with the Sword and Feast and Famine. The discarding part is just like an added bonus for Feast and Famine. What my other argument was going to be with this is this gets out on turn 3. Bear Umbra gets out on turn 4. You only can attach it to one creature, whereas Sword and Feast and Famine, your turn 4 you hit. Let's just play this out. Turn 3, Feast and Famine's out. Turn 4, Bear Umbra comes out, Feast and Famine attaches, and you still have 2 left over to use for something else while you're playing a commander game. If that creature somehow gets destroyed, Bear Umbra goes to the graveyard. You know, we know equipment. It goes to your main board and all that stuff. So you have to destroy artifacts. Positives, Umbras and enchantments harder to destroy, except if you destroy the creature, Bear Umbra is gone. Feast and Famine is an artifact, so it's a little bit easier to get rid of. But at the same point, being able to attach it to multiple creatures is a very nice thing. Those were my biggest things that I was going to argue. Discarding was a bonus. Put on other creatures. Cost 2 than 3. Can't be targeted. Also can't be targeted if anybody's trying to target with green or black. Most likely black. Unblockable, which Bear Umbra does not give that. So if you're playing commanders that you want to get through, Sword of Feast and Famine is going to be better in that. The biggest thing with Umbra is it adds that little bonus to the mass board wipes. So if somebody does a Wrath of God, Bear Umbra is going to sacrifice itself, which then you won't get its ability anymore, but it keeps the creature alive. Whereas Sword of Feast and Famine, even if it was Damnation is not targeting, so your creature still is destroyed. So that is one of the downfalls of Feast and Famine. But the creature cannot be targeted if it's a black or green spell. I'm not sure if we're going to get Lowery back on this. I hope we do. I'm going to give him a little bit more. We're at 154 for time. So 2 hours is kind of my max here. I did open my pumpkin ale, by the way. Pumpkin ale. We might have lost Lowery for the end, but I'll give him a couple more minutes. Thank you guys for sticking around, by the way. You guys, there was a big crew in the beginning, and we still have a big crew. Like, the crew that's here now is like, when we started this back in the spring, would have been considered a huge crew. And now we're triple, double, whatever, triple that of what we normally get. So you guys are increasing this. It's fucking awesome. This week, I think it's a big reason of the Secret Lair stuff because not a lot of people do the Secret Lair breakdown stuff. And there are some people that are very negative with stuff, and we just try to be real with it. So I think maybe we got more clicks, but depending on how this episode goes, we may end up breaking the record this month as well. So we haven't had we had that crazy one. I think that was was that early summer? I think we broke the record. We might do it again this month, depending on YouTube, solely on YouTube. So that's kind of crazy. And it kind of goes hand in hand with we're about to get past that 1,000 threshold for YouTube. We've been grinding at it. We just started that like a year and a half ago where we actually were like, all right, let's get YouTube going. And this has made it both of our lives so much easier for recording, and doing more content stuff. You know, and it's been a lot more. And pumpkin ale is really good. It's made it a lot more enjoyable to interact with you guys. I mean, we interact with a lot of you guys on Discord, but having this on YouTube has been freaking fantastic. So, I don't know if Larry's going to join back here, guys, but, oh, it's going to make my sleep extra awful. I'm going to do a shot for Lowery since we lost Lowery. Let's see. Wait. Cover the October Super Drop. Hey, MB, you're asking about the October Super Drop. That was our biggest. That's the one from last week. Check that episode out because that, like I was just saying, that is our biggest episode for podcast wise. Gotta feel like I'm in college because now I'm like, I'm pretty buzzed right now, guys. Not gonna lie. And I'm like, all right, let's pour another shot. Not getting Lowery back. I'm just gonna drink, guys. But yeah, check out MB. Check out the episode from last week. It should be if you go to our playlist, check out or you can actually check out the breakpoint of the Secret Lair stuff. We broke down the October Super Drop. That one is actually pretty decent. It isn't amazing. It isn't like the one that we just went over. To be honest with you, the one we just went over, I may adjust my super drops. Oh, Larry, you're coming back? Larry's coming back to finish this up. He made it back. Larry, honestly, I was going to pour a shot. I poured a shot and I was like, I'm drinking one for Larry because he's not making it back, and I'm just going to end the show here.
We took our 3 shots, man.
I know. I was just pouring a shot because you weren't coming back, and I'm already buzzed, and I was just like, all right, whatever. I did the arguments, just so you know. I did the arguments for both. So I did it because when we had done the staple verses originally, you hadn't picked which one yet. And so I was writing down each side. And so I was like, here's the positives, here's the negatives, here's the positive. I might have put a little lean on my side a little bit, but
that's whatever.
It's fine. Here's my cheers to, I'm taking a shot right now.
Fuck. All right. Well, I don't know. If you're new to the cast or whatever, technology sucks and Skynet's never going to happen. There we go.
All right, guys. If you guys, I didn't mention this. You guys can vote for the staple verses on the YouTube community tab. You can vote on Twitter, and you can vote on the Discord if you're a part of that. That should do it for this week. We will catch you guys next week.
Thanks for listening.
See ya.
Bye.
I love
Do you want to do one more, Bean?
I'm talking tatas. I
We got one left.
boobs. I'm bunkers for
right,
hunkers.
do it.
I love boobs. Thanks for the memories. I
Got a red one.
love boobs.
There we go. Love ya.
Shit. Cheers. Oh, that wasn't good. Oh, what the fuck was that one? It's an old bandage. I had an old bandage.
There we go. I got white. Mine was rotten egg.
Oh,
It's
cheers.
it's not good.
Thanks for joining, guys. We'll see you guys next week.